Hello everybody, welcome back to the Country Clucker. My name is Noelle. I'm a backyard chicken keeper, and I'm also a writer, a blogger, and a published author within the backyard chicken keeper niche. And I've been doing this for 12 years. Today is the beginning of a mini-series that I'm going to be doing on overwintering and winterizing your coops and your chickens and your flocks for winter. So this is the beginning of about 3 or 4 videos that I'm going to be doing, and today we are going to be wrapping up the Country Clucker, which is behind me. This is my biggest coop, and I'm going to go through and show you guys how I do this and also detail why I'm doing what I'm doing, and then go through the supplies that you're going to need. So starting off, you're going to need some plastic. So you can get this at Home Depot, Lowe's, sometimes Tractor Supply has it. There's a lot of different thicknesses of this plastic, but really all you need is the 4mm. This is what the contractors generally put around houses when they're building in the winter to protect the wood. And for us, we're going to use the plastic around the coops, not so much to protect the wood, but actually to create a buffer against winter winds and winter precipitation, and to keep your chickens and your chicken run and your chicken habitat clean and dry for the winter. So you're going to need plastic. You're also going to need a power drill to save your wrists, some wire ties, and along with the supplies, you're going to need a staple gun, scissors, screwdriver, and if you have a large living coop like mine, you're going to want some wood screws or some deck screws. And in addition to these supplies, I'm going to be using these landscaping. I'm going to be using these landscaping timbers, or not timbers, landscaping plastic border things, because that's going to help fasten the plastic to the wood, so that way when we get some winds and stuff, the plastic won't rip off, because if the wind is strong enough, it can literally rip it off, and if this is adhesed to the wood over the plastic, it tends to stabilize it. And the only other thing that you are going to need is probably some helpers. Mine are over there, they'll be here in just a minute, and a chicken coop that needs wrapped for winter. So the reasons that I do this is because during the winter season, when you have the bitter winds and you have the winter precipitation, ice and snow, this gives the flock a protected place to call home during the winter weather when it gets really bitter and really cold. And in addition, it's easier for you as the keeper because it keeps the precipitation out of the pen, and it allows you, I'm being interrupted by spawn, and it allows you to keep your chicken's habitat clean and dry. So we're going to be wrapping the clucker today. I do have other coops, but I'm just going to focus on this one for the video today. And let me go grab my helpers and we will get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is open up this plastic, and we're going to, let's do this side first, this far side. Who wants to hold, Glad you want to hold that? Let me get this out of the way. Oh, and I've already got those things with keys on. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unhook this tarp from the pen, because I like to put the plastic underneath of it, so that way when it rains, the rain will go outside the plastic. My son here, what he's doing is he's getting that landscaping border off, like I just showed you, that big black thing, because I use that to hold the plastic down and secure it to the coop of the pen, so that way it doesn't lift up when it rains or when we get wind. All right. Are we ready? Okay. Hey, Elijah, you are going to be my landscaping dude. Okay, Adam. comes back. Okay, Elijah. Put that plastic border back on. The side one. So we need the screw and the screwdriver. Okay, so what we've done so far is we have simply just screwed down the plastic on the end there, and now I'm going to do the bottom. So that way I will secure the plastic to the coops, that way it will stay when we get wind. And like I said, if you want to fast forward this process, that's totally fine. You get to the end, I won't be hurt. Okay, so now what I want you to do is let's get this lip here on the bottom. So, right there and tight, both sides. Okay, so let's put this piece down here. Okay, we're done with that. Okay, let's pull the tarp back down. Okay, well, we had to toil with that a little bit, but we've got the plastic on, so now we're going to pull the tarp back down and we're going to hook it to the fencing that's on the inside of the coop. And so this way it will keep the tarp being fastened to the wire in the coop. We'll keep it from blowing up, and we'll also keep the plastic firm. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so that block of wood that you just saw me put there, that is just adhesing or securing the tarp back to the frame of the coop. And as they're passing the wires through, I'm going to go ahead and start doing the front here. So I've got this big front area here that I'm going to do, and I'm going to move you guys, so hang on. Ouch. Okay, so right here is the front. Right here, and so I normally put plastic here because it also helps in, especially when you get the winter winds that just blow straight into the coop. That will keep the coop also clean and dry, and it'll just give a buffer against those winds that come over the mountains, because we live in East Tennessee around the mountains, and so when the winds come off those mountains, they can be pretty bitter. So while they're doing that, I'm going to take care of this. So first, I'm going to get my plastic roll, and I'm going to measure it from the top that I want to protect to the bottom. And I need some scissors. It's always good if you have like 6 to 8 hands to do this project. In all honesty, when you got a coop this big. Let's see. Here. And just like before, I'm going to get my little plastic, I guess it's garden border pieces, and use that to attach the plastic to the wood. Screws. Screws and plastic. So, my handy dandy border piece, garden border. Hello, Link. How goes it, buddy?
The tarp is pinned down.
Okay. Adam, grab that border there. grab a screw and a screwdriver. I'm going to order this in. Yeah, thank you. Oops. I got a screw and a screwdriver. And I need to cut out that for the, okay, move your hands, sweetie. Screw and screwdriver. Thank you.
Well, at least it's a screw.
And driver.
That's what you're looking for.
Thank you. Any kind of screw will do. Okay. Now I've got this shepherd's hook here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a slit for that to... watch out, Elijah. I don't want to cut your fingers. For that to sit through. Okay, and that plastic that I just screwed needs to be screwed in here, behind this. Okay. Screw and driver, please. That gives you a more appropriate job here in just a second. Right now, I just need this. Okay, another screw, please.
Once in a while, just every time. It's so
Elijah, can you grab that over there on the other side of that?
okay.
Yeah. Okay, then I'm going to pull this down. And if we can lift up those blocks there and have that. And get 2 screws ready. Another one. Can you push those blocks against that plastic over there so that way I know how much I've got at the bottom here? Okay, and I'm going to put a piece of plastic there in the middle. Okay, Elijah, screwdriver. Oops, sorry, screwdriver. Okay, so in the middle here, we're going to put another piece. So I've got a piece there at the top, and I've got a piece there at the bottom.
Do you want over or under?
It doesn't matter, really.
Okay.
Yeah, just there's that beam there. Find the beam. It's right here, lower.
Screws?
Screws. Okay. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure that in the middle there, and then at the bottom, I've got some bricks, and of course that big plank that'll push up against the coop, and that will be the front. And then I just have the door to do, and I don't really bother with the other side simply because I have this fence right here. Oops. Yeah, I have this fence right here that keeps the wind and the rain generally out of the pin in that area. So I just wrap that side, this front, and then right here in the middle, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, where's my plastic? Okay. For the door here, sorry I left you guys out there. For the door here, the window there in front of the door, I just simply use a staple gun, and I just staple this plastic. To measure. Once again, you measure the length of your plastic roll, and you cut. And my scissors are not wanting to cut. There we go. And then for this, like I said, I just simply use a staple gun because I don't want the screws sticking through the door. And that's a really small spot. Anybody know where the staple gun went? Staple gun, where'd that go? Is it up here?
I don't think you even had it unpacked. Okay.
Okay. You want to staple gun this? Right here. Right here against the door. Right here. Just staple gun it. And just side to side. And I'll cut that access off.
We need to find a hole for the lock as well.
Okay, so the lock is... Elijah, can you get right over here because I'm going to cut this right here. Right here. It's here. Right here. Oh, okay. So I'm going to give you a little look on the inside now. You guys can hang up the wind chimes where they went, wherever they went, and put stuff back. I'm going to get my phone here. Okay, so the inside, if you look at the inside of the coop, you'll see that it looks a lot better, a lot more warm, secure. So what this will do is, in addition to the tarp, which is right here, and then the plastic, it will buffer those winter winds that often like to come through it. And it also keep the moisture out of the pen. Now, the reason I really don't do this side, you guys are probably wondering about this side. The reason I don't do this side is because, first of all, I have that privacy fence over there. And second of all, I don't want to wrap them so tight that there's no ventilation for fresh air. So that's one thing you don't want to do is when you do this, is to have absolutely no ventilation for fresh air. Now, I will go up here and I will do this little part up here, this little triangle area up here. I'll do that and get the wind out that way. But as far as the back of the coop, the back of the coop and this side, I don't bother with that. But over here, and you also notice that your egg baskets will stay, your egg laying baskets will stay dry over here. So anyway, I'm gonna put you guys back here on the, yeah, sorry for the bit of wing there. So this is basically the procedure that I follow when I wrap a coop for winter. And I'll do this procedure with all of them. So we have the black pearl over here that I'm gonna wrap. And then we have hen warts on this side that I'm gonna wrap. Once again, I don't bother about the side that's against the fence because they got protection there. And so this is basically our procedure for wrapping a coop. I do this every winter. So leave that door open because that chicken door.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah. Might want to cut a spot for your latches. The scissors are over here, Adam. If you want to cut that out, that'd be great. So
Scissors.
they're over here. So now my coop is nice and secured for the winter, and the girls will be nice and warm. And I'm going to do a video following this one, explaining a little bit more as to why, in the chicken's physiology, as to why you don't need heating lamps. All they simply need is a clean and dry place to call home. And of course, we toyed with this a little bit. We had a couple places where the screwdriver just wasn't cooperating, but that's all part having chicken, you know. So anyway, I think that's it for now, and I'll be back in a couple other videos. My little mini series about winterizing and overwintering a flock of backyard chickens, and I'll give you guys some more information that you really need. So thank you very much for following me along, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.